Okay, so we are on the part 3 now. And the last part we saw how can we fetch the data in a real time from a Supabase. So in this part we will do some folder structure. I'm following a basic folder structure, nothing fancy here. So in the library I have an app folder. Inside the app folder I have auth to keep my authentication related code like auth screen and so on. Then I have a helper, just a helper to keep some reusable function. In the helper I'll create a Supabase db.dat. So basically I'm just creating a Supabase db to create a single instance, just to keep code clean. In the auth I have a auth login screen, and I'll create one more folder inside the app. I'll name it a main home screen. Okay, so in the login screen I'll create a new folder, new file, login screen dot. Okay, so then we have a stateful widget. I'll name it a login screen. So my plan was to create a login screen uh, from scratch, like app bar, input field, text editing controller, and so on. But I thought it's very boring, and everyone knows how to do that. So I just came back to my extension. And enabled the Copilot, and I just asked Copilot to create a login screen for me. It will save our time, and it's all just a boilerplate. Okay, so let me start. I'll just run the project. I fast forward this step, and there we go. We have a login screen. So here in the login screen I'll just copy paste the code which I got from the Copilot. So in the Supabase.db I'm just creating a class where I will keep my Supabase instance, and I'll use this class to access my Supabase instance. Okay, uh, now here I'll get my Supabase instance. Okay, so we have a Supabase instance with us, and now I'll disable the Copilot because it just spoils the show for us. Anyway, so let's go back to the documentation. Before documentation, let's see the authentication options. So here in the Firebase authentication, we have many options like basic email sign in, phone sign in, and so on. So for now in this video, to keep things simple, I'll just focus on the email sign up. But you can see we have many sign up options which we can use, and there are many other configuration which you can do, like sending an email. If you have an email template, you can also play around with that. It also gives us some variables for our URLs, redirect URLs, and so on. But for me, I'll just stick to the default templates, and I'm just going with the email authentication. As you can see, we don't have any user right now. So in the in the Supabase documentation, we have uh, option to create on a user. So as you can see, we have this code snippet. We will make a use of this snippet. I'll copy this back to our code where we have a handle login function. I'll just paste the code. It's better to wrap it in a try catch uh, so we can catch any errors. We have a super base. I have a different super base variable. I'll rename that. Uh, then I just need to mark this as a async function, and there we go. We have our sign up function ready. Replace the hard-coded string with the variables which we have. And here I thought I'll create a boolean variable to keep a track of what's gonna happen, like user gonna request for a sign up or is it a sign in request. But it was better to have a two button rather than having a variable to keep track of this. So here I changed my mind and I created another button for the sign up and sign in. Here I was doing the still was doing the check for the sign in and sign up, but I'll later on I'll just replace this with the separate buttons. But anyway, okay, so we have our code ready. I'll run the application, and there we go. We will enter one user. I'll tap on sign up. So in the terminal, I got no error for sign up because I didn't call this function at all. Okay, so let me do sign up. Still I haven't got any error, and the user was still created. So as you can see, unexpected error, but user got selected. I think it was a temp error. When I reloaded the page many times, I could able to see a new user here, and then I got the confirmation email. I confirmed my email, and from here, if I try to log in, before that we need a login snippet. Here again, I just changing the flag to its sign up to false, and calling the same function. So when it's not a sign up, just copy paste the same code, and instead of sign up, what we need a sign in with email. If I'm not wrong, yeah, sign in with the password. So yeah, looking good. I'll just print the user to know whether the user is signed up or not. Just give us the code in that, and as you can see, we have a user printed in our debug console. let me add a wrong email, and we get the exception invalid login credentials, but it's just not that nicely printed. So again I'll just wrap this in a try catch. So instead of typing given type into catch, I created another variable auth API exception, and assign that to the catch e variable as a typecast, and I'll print that API exception dot message. So we will get the exact message what's wrong. If I try to log in once again, I get the message invalid login credential, and my user is last sign in is I should be very close to the sign in time which I was while I was recording. So yeah, it was pretty close. So yeah, that was the video for the authentication and login and sign up. In the next video we'll create a to do tables in a Supabase. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.